Hello everyone, this is Professor Ravindra Depak, KLS Kukti College of Commerce, Belagavi. So in today's class, we are going to start with the next concept called company analysis. Okay, so in the last class, we discussed about economic analysis and industry analysis. Okay, under the economic analysis, we studied about the different factors which are going to affect the profitability of the securities, right? Economic factors like growth in GDP, exchange rate, inflation rate, right? Interest rate. These all we studied. Under the industry analysis, we studied what is the nature of industry, right? What is the competition, right? Industry life cycle. So how these factors are going to affect on the securities that we studied. Okay. Now in today's class, under the company analysis, we study what are the different company related aspects which are going to affect on the return of the securities. Okay, so first we'll see what is the meaning of company analysis. Company analysis is the final stage of fundamental analysis. Okay, so while studying the fundamental analysis, I told that this is also called as EIC analysis. E means economic, I means industrial, and C is company. So company analysis is the final stage under the fundamental analysis. The economy analysis provides the investor a broad outline of the prospectus of growth in the economy. Okay, so in economy analysis, what we studied, what are the different economic factors, correct? How they affects on the company and its effects on the return on investments, right? The industry analysis helps the investor to select the industry in which investment would be revolving. Okay, so under industry analysis, we study which are industry is good, right? Automobile industry, iron industry, cement industry. In which industry investment is good, that we studied under the industry analysis by taking the different factors related to the industries. Correct. Now the company analysis which we should invest in the money, correct? So what company analysis is that? The company analysis says where to invest, means in which company they have to invest, correct? What it means, under the industry analysis we studied that, for example, now cement industry is good and we can invest in the cement industry. Okay, that conclusion we got. The next step is, under that cement industry, which one is good, right? Many cement companies are there. ACC cement is there, Birla cement is there, Dalmia is there. So regarding different companies are there. In this, which company is good, right? So under the company analysis we study a individual companies. Okay, so what are its position, what's its different nature, market share. Okay, what is sales, growth, profitability. Okay, so these all aspects are related to that particular company where we want to invest, that we do under the company analysis. Okay, so in simple words, under the company analysis we study all the different factors of the company, its profitability, its working condition, its sales, its market position, maybe any other factors which are related to the company. Okay, that we study under the company analysis. In company analysis, the analyst tries to forecast the future earnings of the company because there is a strong evidence that the earnings have a direct and a powerful effect upon the share prices. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है, कंपनी एनालिसिस में एनालिस्ट क्या करते हैं, फोरकास्ट करते हैं, राइट? क्या फोरकास्ट करते हैं, फ्यूचर अर्निंग्स ऑफ द कंपनी. सो फ्यूचर में कंपनी का अर्निंग्स क्या हो सकता है, उसके ऊपर रिटर्न क्या हो सकते हैं, उसका क्या करते हैं, हम फोरकास्ट करते हैं, राइट? सो दैट इज कंपनी एनालिसिस. Okay, so under the company analysis there are basically two parts. Okay, so that company analysis is bifurcated into two parts. One is quantitative analysis, another one is qualitative analysis. Okay, so what is quantitative analysis? Under the quantitative analysis we study about the numerical factors. Okay, for example, analysis of the balance sheet, P&L account, fund flow, cash flow, ratio analysis. Like this, by using the numerical aspects, we studied the position or the company's performance. Okay, that is quantitative analysis. Next is qualitative analysis. These are the certain points which are effects, not a numerically, but apart from that, like management, market share, right, of the company, position of the company, sales of the company. So that all we study under the qualitative analysis. Okay, next. In this first, we study about the quantitative analysis. The quantitative analysis, also known as analysis of financial statements. Okay, so financial statement means a statement or document which explains necessary financial information of the company. Okay, so financial statement में क्या होता है, जो कुछ भी financial data होता है, company का position होता है, that it shows. Okay, so financial statement express the financial position of business at the end of the accounting period. Okay, that will in the balance sheet. I hope you all know that at the end of the year we prepare the balance sheet as well as P&L account, correct? So balance sheet shows the financial position of the company at the end of the accounting period, and what P&L account shows what its operation or what are the different activities performed during the year. Okay, regarding that, income and expense will be shown under the profit and loss account. Okay, so in order to determine whether the financial or operational performance of the company is satisfactory or not, the financial data are analyzed. Okay, so जो कुछ भी कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस सेटिस्फैक्ट्री है क्या नहीं, सो वो चेक करने के लिए क्या करते हैं, हम फाइनेंशियल डेटा को एनालाइज करते हैं. ओके, सो डिफरेंट मेथड्स आर यूज्ड अंडर दिस पर्पस. ओके, सो the main techniques used under the analysis of financial statements are: one is comparative financial statement. So what is comparative financial statement? In this comparative financial statement, we compare the last year data with the present year data. Okay, so last year company का position क्या था, sales कितना था, profit कितना था, and in this year what is the sales, what is the profitability, like that we compare the data. Okay, that is comparative financial statement. We compare the balance sheet as well as P&L account both. Okay, that is comparative financial statement. Next is trend analysis. So what is trend analysis? Under the trend analysis we study the what is the last 5 years or 6 years or 10 years trend in the sales or in the profitability. Okay, so what is trend means, what was the position before the fifth year, okay, in the fifth year, and what is in the fourth year, what is the third year, second year, like that. From last 4 or 5 years, what is the trend in the profitability, it is upward trend or downward trend. Okay, so we analyze there. Okay, so trend को क्या करते हैं, हम study करते हैं. मतलब year to year there is a increase in sales or profitability, or year to year there is a decrease in the profitability, or there is once ups and downs in the profitability. Okay, so these all things we study under the trend analysis. So trend को क्या करते हैं, हम study करते हैं वहाँ पे. Next is common size statement. So under the common size statement we take a one base year and compare to that base year what is the financial position in the present year, that we are going to study under the common size statement. Under fund flow and cash flow statements, we see how the funds are inflowed or how the funds are raised, what are the sources of the funds and how they are utilized. Okay, that we study under the fund flow. In the cash flow, purely we take the cash, how the cash are we correct, or the what are the different sources of the cash and how we uses that cash, that we study under the cash flow statement. Under the ratio analysis we study the different ratios like liquidity ratio, debt equity ratio, okay, profit ratio. So these are the different leverage ratios, leverages. These all we study under the ratio analysis, by which we understand what is the position. Okay, for example we study the debt equity ratio. So this debt equity ratio helps to understand what is the capital structure of the company, correct? So कितना इक्विटी होना चाहिए, मतलब ओन्स फंड. ओके, नेक्स्ट व्हाट, कितना डेट होना चाहिए, डेट मीन्स बोरोड फंड. ओके, दैट इज लोन एंड ऑल. ओके, सो उस दोनों का रेशियो क्या होना चाहिए, व्हाट इज द पोजीशन, कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है, वो देखने के लिए डेट equity ratios are used. Like that, many different ratios are there that we used under the ratio analysis to know the financial position. Okay. Next is qualitative analysis. Okay, so what we study under the qualitative analysis? Earnings. Okay, so what is earnings? Earnings is nothing but profitability, or what is the profit earned by the sales. Okay, that earnings we study under the qualitative analysis. Next is capital structure. Yes, just now I told that capital structure is nothing but the combination of owned funds and debt capital. Owned funds means equity, debt capital means debt or loans which are taken from the outside. Okay, so what capital structure says that there should be a ideal ratio between the owned capital and debt capital. If your debt is more, you have to pay the more and more interest on that borrowed, and it will affect on the profitability of the company. Correct. So like that, in the capital structure we studied what is the ideal ratio. In that manner only the company should try to maintain the combination of owned funds and the debt capital. Okay, next is management. So what we study under the management, what are the different objectives, vision, mission, goals of the objectives, how they're running the business. Okay, how they're maintaining the good relation with the employees, what are the rules and regulations of the management. Okay, so other related factors like planning, organizing, directing. So how the management overall controlling the company, that we study under the management. Okay, next is market share. Okay, so market share is nothing but what is the company's position in the market, that we study under the market share. Okay, for example, there is one XYZ company. So what that company's goodwill in the market, by seeing the that brand name or hearing that brand name, how many people will purchase that product. For example, in the toothpaste, if there is a Colgate, okay, so many people will purchase that Colgate due to that market share. Maximum market share is occupied by that company. Correct. So maintaining the good quality and they have their own goodwill. Correct, in the market, so they have a good position in the market. Correct. So like that, under the market share we study the what is the position of that particular company in the market or in the industry. Okay, next is growth of annual sales. Okay, so what we study under this, growth of annual sales. Only studying the sales is different, studying the growth of annual stage is different. What we study under the annual sales is nothing but what are the sales in the particular year. Okay, that is annual sales. Then what is growth of annual sales, what is the trend from the last few years. Okay, so whether it is increasing or decreasing, that we studied. Okay, compared to from last 5 years, so what is their trend in the sales. अगर ट्रेंड में ग्रोथ है मीन्स ईयर टू ईयर देर इज अ इंक्रीज इन द सेल्स, देन इज अ good position or good indicator where we can invest in such companies. क्योंकि if there is increase in the sales, obviously there will be increase in the profit. Increase in the profit means good return on investment. Correct. So like that, if there is a good growth in the annual sales, that should also be analyzed and which is good for the investment. Okay, so these are the different qualitative aspects we study under the qualitative analysis. Okay, so remaining part we will see in the next class.